Apologies for that. I just lost the camera link just when we were about to go live. Oh, sorry, when I was about to come on, rather. Thank you so much for joining me. So, please, good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. Good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is brunch time with Mayegun. And you know, all you have to do after reading the caption of the broadcast is to like, share, to invite your friends and your not so friendly friends, and tell them that it is brunch time with Mayegun. Thank you so much. I don't know how many of you are watching the drama going on at the National Assembly of Nigeria right now. If you are not, I may have covered that gap for you. On Mayegun's Diary Political, you can see all that has happened so far after the resumption of Natasha Akpoti. Natasha Akpoti, remember, she is the Kogi Central Senator that Akpabiole sexually harassed, rather than for the necessary institutions or so to investigate this. Akpabiole got the protection of the system, of course, while Natasha got the stick. So I think the High Court now ruled that the actions of Akpabiole and his gang was wrong. Natasha should be reinstated ASAP, but she must also apologize to Akpabiole and the National Assembly, the Senate, for posting about this incident on social media, Facebook to be precise. Natasha said she's willing to do that because, but Akpabiole said, don't come here, don't get closer. If you come closer, I will bite you. That's what I feel like, because the level of security presence at the National Assembly today, you may think they were expecting a terrorist attack. So Natasha didn't go alone, by the way. Some member of our own constituent or senatorial districts were also mobilized to Abuja. So there were indeed enough crowd where you had Aisha, Yesufu, and many others. So, this afternoon, we are also going to share the latest from Wirewike, the Ikwere or Obiakpo Adolf Hitler, who is now the Ajele for Kolu in FCT. Wirewike has been taking people's lands because they did, according to him, they did not pay the land rent charges. But these lands are now ending as the properties of his own children, his own family members. There are evidence. So tell everybody that Mayegun today, the next 2 hours is going to be us having a chat around this, and you can phone in. Right? You can phone in to be part of this too. Now tell everybody. 1, 2, go. Mayegun today. Thank you. And that is how we're going to start this afternoon. I apologize again for the late start and the rough start as well. But we can still have our chat, of course. So yesterday, I did tell everyone here that, Natasha insisted that she would be resuming. She was supposed to resume as a senator last week, Tuesday. But somehow, she was prevented from gaining access into the National Assembly. She didn't create much drama, but she left. So the back story is this. Natasha Akpoti, the senator representing a senatorial district in Kogi, said that she has been under immense and intense pressure from Akpabiole, right from the moment that she won a court case to become a senator. Remember that she didn't join the rest of them when they all got in on the 2nd of June, 2023. She had to join them later after a court ruled that her election that was rigged, where she was rigged out, she got back in. Now, not long after that, she was seen to have been in kind of like, obnobbing with Akpabiole as the Senate President of Nigeria. Well, until one day, she burst out in the chamber simply because they said Akpabiole moved a seat to somewhere else because the balance of seating changed when some members of her party, PDP, joined APC. So she had to change. But she said, no, that's not what happened, guys. No. What happened was that behind the scene, this Akpabiole has been doing everything to get under my pants. How? We thought Akpabiole is your husband's friend. Of course, that's what I thought as well. But guys, let me tell you, according to Natasha, so Natasha now came out and said, listen, it was not about sitting arrangement. The sitting arrangement was just like the final stroke that broke the camel's back. And that was the moment she couldn't take it anymore. She had to bust out. That behind the scene, that on several occasions, right, Akpabiole had made advances towards her. In fact, Akpabiole wasn't like hiding it. One day, she walked into Akpabiole's office to go and question why her name was removed from some certain committee stuff. And Akpabiole told her categorically that, listen, your husband is my friend, no doubt, but fine. But the fact that I am the head of this entire institution of National Assembly, I could make your life very easier here. You could be member or chairman of any committee you want. All you have to do is just to take care of me. Something that Natasha said, she told him, hey, Mr. President, I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear that. So that was the first time, according to that was the first time that Akpabiole actually made that advance towards her. The second time was when Akpabiole was taking herself and her husband on a tour of his house in Uyo, Akwa Ibom. She said Akpabiole held her hand while her husband walked behind, and as they were taking the tour with other selected members of the National Assembly to go and take a look at Akpabiole's mansion in Uyo, Natasha said Akpabiole held her hand as they were walking just probably like 1 feet or 2 foot ahead. 1 foot or 2 feet ahead of her husband. She said, Akpabiole said, look, you and I am a very private person. You and I could go to anywhere in the world. All right? And you could have the world too. So she said she was kind of like taken aback, like, which kind of audacity be this? My husband is behind us. My husband is part of those who came here as your guest. Like, so she said she told her husband is a witness. So in all of this, it can't be like say the whole thing escalated quickly. Akpabiole said, no, nothing like that happened. That Natasha is a content creator. That Natasha had her audience, on social media that she always wanted to entertain. And that is why whenever Natasha was talking on the floor of the chamber, she is positioned where all the camera angles could pick her. So whatever she says, the media will always have the very vantage. And that is something that Akpabiole was not comfortable with. So he had to change it. You hear the story, Ba? In all of this, no other institution in Nigeria, like the police, is drafted in to investigate the matter. But National Assembly, they have what they call the Ethic Committee, Ethic and Privilege Committee. Now, Ethic and Privilege Committee is that committee that kind of like deals with situation like disciplinary and whatever, I think. Well, guess what? Now, Akpabiole appointed all those ones. So those ones are already plotting that, Natasha, how dare you? You who is the first-time senator, you are here causing trouble. We'll teach you a lesson. Everybody just backed Akpabiole. Those who Natasha said were witnesses, they all backtracked and they all backed Akpabiole. So Natasha now had to go and face Akpabiole's friends as the disciplinary. Rather than for them to listen to her, she was guilty as charged even before the first sitting. Anyway, long story short, the committee that was the disciplinary committee that was supposed to investigate this, they didn't. They said Natasha went to TV And that is violation of their rule. Therefore, Natasha suspended for the next 6 months without pay, no security, no nothing. No appeal. That's how the whole thing ended in court. This time, Akpoti himself, through the office of the Attorney General of Nigeria, your Minister of Injustice, Fagbewon, they instituted a case against Natasha. In fact, they wanted that sent to prison. Just so you are clear. Defamation of character. Akpoti didn't sue Natasha. It was Tifnumbu's minister that sued her for defamation of character of Akpoti. They now said Akpoti, Yeye Bello, and one other person will be the star witness, principal witness against Natasha. Defamation character in court, defamation case in court. In all of this, so Natasha herself, since she's been suspended, she also went to court to nullify that. So fast forward everything to last week. The court first ruled that Natasha should be granted administrative bail on this, on this defamation against Akpoti. If not, Natasha is supposed to be in prison right now, kind of. So she got bail, okay? Another court now ruled in her favor on her suspension, right? And that one said, no, she should be reinstated. Why would you suspend? You don't even have that power. You're a senator, she's a senator. You can't suspend her from representing her people. No. Anyway, to now go back to work is the issue now. So Natasha now said she wrote the Nigerian police IG that I will be resuming. No response. That was last week. So somehow she came, but she didn't make any much fuss. So she went back. So again, 2 days ago, she said, I will be going back to work because the Senate is going to go on a very long recess. I think at the end of this month, at the end of this month, yeah, they're going to go for like maybe 2-3 months. So Natasha was like, no, by the time they come back, even the suspension will be over then. So what is the point? Why are they not obeying the court order? Their own, yeah? So she decided to go big today. So she went in, this time with other activists. Were like, this impunity had to stop. So why she told them 2 days ago that she will be resuming, right? Akpoti and their clerk of the Senate said, no, don't try it. No. And that's exactly what happened this morning. As she came around, our own supporters, all of them, approaching the National Assembly gates, they met very tight security men all over the place. Like the whole thing was like knitted. So Natasha had to come down off her car because they won't let her car pass through all those barricades. They won't. So she had to come down, walk through those barricades and all of that, straight into the National Assembly, but they've shut the door. She couldn't gain access into the chamber where the plenary actually took place. I've told you the whole story. Do I need to show you videos, right? That's exactly what's going on. So you need to now see what happened now today, as much as my eyes could really grab, okay? Then if there is more, I'll share with you later, but I actually came with enough, I think, right? So the first thing first, when I believe this part was when Natasha was approaching the National Assembly gates. It's all in pieces. But let's start with this.
Bye-bye. I love you people. Bye-bye. Ben, play well. You are done. It's all right. Let's be going. It's okay. Thank you, Akpoti. Like I said, I was gonna be here, and I am here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much.
Okay. Which of them? Please, which of them?
Okay. Which one are you? You have to turn.
Obazuaye, how do you do? I see Natasha has come out of her car. Clearly, she was not allowed to drive in. Tell us what's going on right now.
If you're watching the video, we have Senator Natasha Akpoti. She just stepped down from her vehicle that was initially stopped by security operatives right in front of the National Assembly. And now she's taking a long walk all the way from the first main gate of the National Assembly, and she's going down the road towards the National Assembly complex. She has said she was going to make it here today. She had told the National Assembly that she will come here today whatever happens. And true to her words, we have seen her, she has come. We've been waiting since almost 7 o'clock in the morning. We've waited for more than 4 hours. Now she is here, and she's taking a long trek along the road that leads you straight to the second gate. She had already beaten the first gate, and but our convoy was stopped. Then she stepped down from the convoy, and now she's making this move. I don't know. I'll give it a try to see whether she'll say something to me. This is Aisha. What do you have to say?
First, I'm just glad to be alive, and I'm glad to resume today. And that's all I'll say for now, until we get there.
Wow. She says that's all she's going to say for now, and we are taking the walk with her. She's coming.
Mabazwa, tell us about
here.
the women flanked around Natasha. Let's talk about the women beside her. I know she is flanked by some serious activists. Do you want to just ask them a few questions as to why they decided to come with her today?
So that was the beginning, right? They've marched the first gates. So they've kind of passed the first gate. They were approaching the second gate in that one, and that should have been the second video, the first one I clicked with you. So you watch this part, approaching the second, or when they got to the second gate, before that one finally also got passed to the next one. This part.
Bye-bye. I love you people. Bye-bye. Play well. I don't do anyhow. You are done. It's all right. Let's be going. It's okay. Thank you, Papio. Like I said, I was gonna be here, and I am here. We're not here anybody
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Okay. Which of them? Please, which of them?
Okay. Which one are you? You have to turn. Huh? You
Okay, you say that.
Root TV.
We have Okay, so we just want to make it clear that what we came here to do as Nigerians who stand for justice. My name is Peter Aka. Peter for Nigeria on social media. Akpoti knows me, the Senate President, and all lawmakers, they know me. If they don't know, they will find out. We want Nigerians to know, and the international community to know, that the Constitution are on suspension, and let the sergeant at arms take her out. Before Senator Sergeant sent that memo to the Military Committee, he had already decided to suspend a senator who was elected like himself. And today in Nigeria,
what do they want to do us again? What do they want to do that they've not done? What do they want to do that they've not done?
Decided to go and claim that it was
Wait, sir. You said
that appeal was not done by the National Assembly. It was done by Senator Akpoti. Every other respondent includes Senator Natasha, the clerk of the Senate, and also the Senate. So as we speak right now, Senator Akpoti has taken the entire Senate before the court. And what we want to emphasize here today, because injustice to one is injustice to all. In a National Assembly or a Senate of 109 senators, we have only 4 women.
Niger don't turn everybody to activist, aluta. Even if you are somebody who is just this gentle person and all that, when Nigeria choke you to some level, right? May they just put a microphone in front of you. About the activist straight near man. Nigeria will radicalize you. Nigeria will make you, you know. Now, those are the strong guys who actually stood up to say, man, it shouldn't even be like this. Nigeria court made or gave a judgment. Do you understand? And the Nigerian National Assembly, the lawmakers, the institution that makes law for Nigeria, chooses not to obey. The courts that gave a judgment based on their law. Or there is more. I think there is this part. I'm gonna.
For sure. She must represent her people. For sure. She must represent her people. For sure. She was elected. Of course. She was elected. Of course. To represent her people. She was elected. Yes. To represent